If you have travelled to Prague and want to know what there is to do in this city, look no further than From the Anvil's travel guide to the capital of the Czech Republic. This stunning city has a lot to offer, and it's a very popular tourist destination within Europe. In fact, it was the 5th most visited city in Europe in 2017. When you look around, you'll quickly see why this was the case. I think the word beautiful might not even do Prague itself justice. For over 20,000 football fans, Prague will be home for the next couple of days. Of course, if you've gone out there to watch the game, you're going there with football and beer on your mind. Yes, beer's going to be involved because you're going to have loads of pre-game drinks and then be enjoying the warm weather in Prague. I hear it's been raining actually a couple of times, but if it gets a little warmer, then summer really is going to be kicking in. Prague's history has made large contributions to Western Europe since the 1500s. Classic composers such as Anton Dvorak and Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart called this city home. It's got many bridges, motorways and pathways that have been constructed to make the city accessible. And these areas all connect the industrial, agricultural, suburban and historic parts of Prague. It's also well known for its beers and food, especially Thomas Souček's personal favourite, potato salad. I also recommend that you try Segundinski goulash. That's another popular dish in the Czech Republic. So, go and try some local food and let me know what you think. Prague is located on the Vltava River. It has a population of 1.3 million residents, and it's been a major city throughout many centuries. It was the capital of Bohemia, it was a major political hub during the Habsburg monarchy, and it was important to the emperors of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Known for its Gothic and Renaissance architecture and red brick buildings, Prague established itself as the new capital of the newly founded Czech Republic in 1993. Communism fell in the old Czechoslovakia in 1989, and this started a new wave of reform in this newly found country. Globalization made Prague a key economic power in Europe, and it became an increasingly popular tourist destination as a result. You can see a real contrast between the old communist buildings and the modern buildings that were constructed during the 1990s. Here are 3 main attractions which I feel are worth visiting in Prague. Firstly is the Prague Orloj. This is an astronomical clock that is attached to the old town hall. It's been in existence since 1410 and it's the only functioning astronomical clock still in operation. The clock displays the time of day and the positioning of the sun and the moon in accordance to the Earth's orbit. Statues of Catholic saints are decorated around the clock. A skeleton figure is also there to represent death, and a man holding a bag of money represents greed. This is something that a lot of tourists see and know Prague for, the astronomical clock. So that's number 1. Secondly is the Prague Castle. The Czech Republic is very proud to have this national monument, and it's broken the Guinness World Record for the largest ancient castle. It's 1,870 feet long, 430 feet wide, and it takes up an area of 750,000 square feet. The presidents of Czechoslovakia used this castle for political meetings, and today it's home to the crown jewels of Bohemia. The Old Town Square, I may have just mentioned it, that's where you'll find this large clock that I talked about. The Old Town Square is where you'll find a lot of tourists eating outdoors and visiting the churches within the area. I imagine this is where a lot of fans will gather over the next couple of days for pre-game drinks, food, and it's going to be absolutely packed. It is the main meeting point within Prague, so it's no surprise that you'll find a lot of locals and Italian and English fans there. Fortuna Arena was the second home to Thomas Souček and Vladimir Sofal for many years. It's got a capacity of over 19,000 and is the largest football stadium in the Czech Republic. It's been home to Slavia Prague and the Czech national team for 15 years. It's been developed to make match days more hospitable, and work was done on the north side of the stadium to accommodate your pre-game needs. There are fast food restaurants, bars, and office buildings. This stadium also hosts concerts and live music events. There are two ways you can get to the stadium, and I must note that if you have a ticket for the game, public transit is free as long as you show your ticket. That's something that the Prague City Council has stated, so that it encourages fans to use transit and to get to and from games at a very costless way, really. By tram, the nearest stop is Slavia Nadrazi Eden. It's located near the Eden train station. If you plan to take the metro, you're taking the A line, which is a colour green, and you're exiting at Zalewskiego station. I hope I pronounced that right. The stadium is a 20-minute walk away and is very accessible. In this section, I give 3 things that you need to take into account before you head out to Prague. If you're already there, it's also worth taking note of these 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, report crime immediately. You might be thinking, well, why is James stating the obvious there? I would do that anyway. Well, let me tell you why. There is a 24-hour police station located next to Mustek Station. It's specifically dedicated to foreign tourists. It's strongly advised you keep a copy of the police report for your insurance provider. And this will be the place that will most likely help you out should you be unfortunate enough to be the victim of a crime. Secondly, be wary of fake police officers. Some individuals pose as off-duty police or plainclothed officers. They may ask to see ID, credit cards, and money. If there seems to be an issue that is arising, ask the person in question to accompany you to a nearest police station. If you're not sure who the individuals are in the first place, ask to see a badge. Czech police officers will carry identification badges. And thirdly, do not show rowdy or drunken behaviour in public. The Czech Republic has very tight laws about public inebriation and being drunk and disorderly. Some bars and nightclubs will refuse you and your group entry if they believe that you are showing signs of severe intoxication. Some bars don't even allow large groups of tourists to enter, nor do they allow stag do's. If you are found to be drunk in public or in a state of being drunk and incapable, Czech authorities will take action. It means that you will be detained, and if this happens, you risk missing the final. The most important rule of them all is, as I said in another video, stay safe, keep your wits about you, stay with your group of friends, and this experience shall be trouble-free. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you found this useful. Come on, you Irons, let's get that trophy. And let's get everyone home safe.